Well, we want to tell you we have the greatest variety of things happen on the Best of Texas Wrestling. Often we have presented men who are about 42 to 45 inches high. We're going to present one tonight who is 7 feet 4 and 500 pounds, Andre the Giant. You're going to be seeing a man and a girl on each side of a tag team event, and you're going to be seeing somebody get painted for losing a match. So stick along with us, and the Best of Texas Wrestling will bring you variety. Well, Boyd Pierce stands ready and waiting. Let's pick up the introduction to this event.
This event, 2 out of 3 falls with a 1-hour time limit. In the blue corner at 500 pounds from Grenoble, France, Andre the Giant. Across the ring at 300 pounds in the red corner from Buzzard Creek, Oregon, Texas Brass Knucks champion, Stan the Man Stasiak. A non-title match to referee Bronco Lewis.
So this event puts a pair of giants into that ring. When you hear somebody mention the word 500 pounds, it gets your attention, particularly when the other fellow is over 300. Buzzard Creek turns out some big people, but Grenoble, France is a place that must certainly be proud of its handiwork on Andre the Giant. Andre is an outsized specimen in anybody's sport, anybody's league. He moves with remarkable alacrity and great coordination. Usually when you get big people like Andre, you suspect that they're going to be minus in the dexterity department. You can't say that about Andre. So Stasiak's job now is going to be to cut Andre down to size. That won't be easy. And the fans here, who are already a little bit upset at Stan Stasiak, as the old saying goes, they hate him from another match already. Why, they're hollering now for Andre to take over and to lay that big fist of his where it will do some good. Strong back. He was able to heist him up there in beautiful fashion. Waistlock for Stan Stasiak. He gets in there and tries that bear hug, but it turns into a waistlock. The difference is that when you can get enough pressure on a man to make him submit, then you've got a bear hug. But when you're just holding him, then you've got him in trouble, but not enough to beat him. Reverse double arm lock, and Stasiak's looking for a place to go. Well, the referee called on him to drop him, and now Stasiak doesn't like. See, that's one of the problems of being a referee. You can please some of the people some of the time, as somebody said a long time ago, but no referee can please everybody. Side headlock, and Stan the Man has it. Well, I'll be darned. And I was about to make a remark like putting your best foot forward, but I don't think that would fit. But in this particular instance, I would say that Stan Stasiak ran into a lot of trouble. I'll tell you, Stasiak is a big man, but up alongside of Andre the Giant, he dwindles down to just ordinary size. But if he can keep doing that to the Giant, he just tried a hard punch. You saw the hard punch blocked, and now as Stasiak caught one and belted him through the ropes, the fans here are telling the referee that It was perfectly all right. And Stasiak that time got a bit of his own medicine. Wing lock now for Andre. You can see how Andre is putting the pressure on that by heisting up on that arm, but that's academic now because, again, he just turned his best end forward and made use of it. We have in our office here in Houston, Texas, the imprint of the hand and arm of Andre the Giant. We have the imprint of his big foot. But if he keeps turning his back on a man as big as Stasiak, we're liable to get inspiration for another bronze casting. Here he goes for the heart punch, and the referee's telling him not to use it. And we have Bronco Lubitsch calling for the ban on the heart punch.
The winner of the first ball, disqualification, 4 minutes, 26 seconds, Andre the Giant.
A disqualification for using the heart punch.
Stasiak in the first ball.
Stasiak is the brass knucks champion, but this is not a brass knucks title match. And this instance right here demonstrates the difference. Andre is down for the first time in this match as that heart punch brought him down, and as he lies here in front of us, that massive, massive body of his, he covers an awful lot of territory. So the referee is trying to shake him loose. We're going to stay right here during this intermission between falls. Watch how Andre recovers, if he does, from the heart punch. That's going to pose the referee with a problem. And Andre gets 1 more minute to recover from the effects of this wallop. The big fellow is just barely about to rise, unless, of course, he is waiting for Stasiak to come rushing in there and hopes to present him with a little bit of a surprise.
30 seconds.
30 seconds to go in the 2-minute intermission period. Andre now has taken all surprise from it by rising up to his feet. But I have seen more men who have not been able to rise to their feet after being hit by Stan Stasiak than I have ever seen who have been able to come to their feet. Time running out now. There's the countdown.
4, 3, 2, 1. The bell.
And as Stasiak comes across there, he looks to add to what he has already done to big Andre the Giant. And Stasiak here is offering these fans a tremendous surprise by the very nature of his attack against the big Frenchman. We call him Frenchman, but got to remember he's got a Polish father, and that he was born near the border of France and Spain. But I think now Andre, showing his competitive spirit, is upset at what has been happening to him, and he is determined to show Stasiak that he is not going to get away with the punishment. Oh, that's called getting even. That is called getting even. There's no question about it.
The winner of the second ball, 58 seconds, Andre the Giant.
Andre the Giant chalks up a win over Stan Stasiak. We tell you that we'll be back here in a moment after we have this word from the studio.